Today we're going to talk about starting a journal. I don't know about you, but for me right now, life feels really different. I'm used to getting up and going to school each day of the week. But now, instead of going to school, I'm staying at home and I'm teaching you lessons from the computer. And I'm spending a lot of time in my pajamas or around my house. So I was thinking that years from now, you might want to remember what life was like when school was closed. What was life like when you had to stay home? Maybe someday you're going to want to tell your friends what you did during this time. So I was thinking, what could we do to help us remember? And then I had an idea. What if we kept a journal? We could keep a journal and every day or a couple of days a week write down what did we do all day? What experiences did we have? How did we feel? What were we thinking? There's a couple steps to keeping a journal. Step 1 is to think of an idea. Just like when we wrote narratives, we have to think of something to write about. The first thing I'm going to do when I want to think about something to write about is I'm going to walk around my house. I'm going to walk in each room and think, what did I do in this room? Maybe I will see something that will help me remember what I've been doing over this time that school is out.
Remember that what we're doing is we're thinking about things that we have done or things that happened to us. So when I'm in this room, I look at this desk and I think about how I have my Zoom calls with all my kids in here. Or I look over here and I see I went to this school and I got a bunch of stuff so that I can teach for the rest of the year. Or I might look at my keyboard and think about this is where I play the keyboard in the afternoon. But I can keep walking around my house and see what other memories I can remember that I might be able to journal about. When I walk into my living room, I see my plants. Mr. Scar and I repotted some of our plants this week. I might journal about that. Or I might think about how on this couch, I've read a lot of books. This is where I like to sit and read. Or I could go over to my kitchen and think about last week when I made some strawberry shortcake, just like my mom makes it. I think that's what I'll write about.
Now that you've seen some of my ideas, pause the video. Walk around your house and remember things you have done or things that have happened to you. Step 2. Step 2 is when we touch and tell across our fingers. Remember, we start with the beginning and the middle and the end, and we want to touch each of our fingers. So I'm going to think. If I touch my first finger, I've been spending a lot of time inside. I really missed my mom. So I decided to make strawberry shortcake just like my mom makes it. But I made a big mess while I was making it. Then I FaceTimed my mom so she could see what a mess I made. We laughed together. You couldn't see me, but I touched each of my fingers as I told the story. This helps me make sure that I know what's going to happen in the beginning, the middle, and the end of my story. Step 3. Well, now you've thought out what you're going to do, so all you need to do is sit down and write. You can get out a journal, or you can just get out a piece of paper. You get to choose. Do you want to use a pencil so you can erase any mistakes, or do you want to use a pen? Your choice. Here's an example of what I wrote. I've been spending a lot of time inside with Walker. One day I was missing my mom. She makes the best strawberry shortcake, and I really wanted some. I decided to make some. I got out the flour, butter, sugar, salt, and eggs and got to work. I mixed the ingredients together and accidentally got flour all over my apron. I FaceTimed my mom and said, "Look, Mom, I'm trying to be like you, but I made a mess." We laughed together. It made me happy to see my mom. This is what I did so that I could keep track in my journal of the things I've been doing at home. Someday you might want to look back and remember, what did you do during this time? This is a great way to help you remember. So remember our steps. Step 1, think of an idea. Step 2, tell across your fingers. And step 3, write. Have fun writing.